Okay, when people think of bonsais, they think of maples. The only ones that I've really had good luck with trying up here, again, either under shade cloth or I have this underneath a big, huge magnolia, not magnolia, a mulberry. And it's actually doing fine. Got on a dripper here. Oops, sorry, I got a little distracted there. I was talking about maples. The trident maple, and I tried different ones. Salt Lake City, my parents live up that way, and I found a little seedling. My mom was like, "Get rid of it." It's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Okay, fine, I'll just take it back home down to Las Vegas and see what it'll do." I actually harvested it in like first part of April. So yeah, living out in their desert, you'll get scorched maples. Again, this is getting shade from my golden bamboo in the afternoon, kind of tucked there. So it gets morning sun, afternoon shade. And I actually have it like in a nice, moist retaining soil mixture. It's done quite well, but here's the odd thing. Here, let me start it over here. All right, so there's Mushu. Hi, Mushu. And you got something on your nose, Mushu. Anyways, the odd thing about this maple, it's like, all right, that's how I harvested it, with those type of leaves on it. But being down here in the desert, it's kind of adapted oddly, unless I'm not too familiar with these type of maples. I was thinking it was red maple or silver maple. Again, maples don't grow hardly at all here in Las Vegas. There's a small variety, like a mountain type of maple up in Mount Charleston area, but they don't get that big of leaves on them. But let me show you what I'm talking about here. I like to go barefoot, which is kind of all right when I'm in the shade of my mulberry tree, but coming out here, hot, 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 hot. Ah, there's some shade. Oh, imagine that. Where was I? Oh, so the other maple variety that I have, which people will say, what? It's like, yeah, box elder, Acer negunda. Actually, this one actually does quite well. Little leaf scorch, but like my area right here, I actually have sprayers since I have too many things here, and that kind of helps, and then kind of is detrimental to different plants. But for the most part, I was like, oh wow, that other maple is showing signs of what the Acer negunda or the box elder is doing. But I'm doing more with I want to do more with the box elder, because I already have like nice little movement with that. Just got to refine it more, but just letting it grow more. That's the main thing. Let things grow. Yeah, but that's what the heat does to things. And that's what, kind of like what would happen to like most maples here. Oh. Yeah, and then just for the heck of it, I will pick up a Japanese maple here or there from Southern California, just to see how they'll do. That's the best they can do. Have that one. I did have a red one. Where is it go? I kind of tried to tuck them in between other ones. Oh, is that a maple? No, that is not a maple. That is our maple substitute that I want to use. This is the Vitex agnus-castus. This little guy was actually harvested, and yeah, almost deceptive, like it's a maple. Has like the has the opposite leaf pattern that maples do, and has kind of like that maple leaf look. But most people call it the mota tree down here, or the pot tree. Shoot, where is that? Hold on. Okay, yeah, I found it. So that's, I don't know, they say like the purple variety will not stay purple up here. They get scorched. But you can tell Japanese maples aren't the best for here. So there's the other one right there. So that's why I like to use a substitute similar look. Again, you know, I'll harvest things from different locations where plants shouldn't be, and I get a nice little bonsai out of it. Again, this is not a maple, but a Vitex or a Chaste Tree. Kind of letting him regrow, get some strength, because I just harvested him like maybe a year and a half ago. But yeah, that's kind of as far as maples in Las Vegas go. Just extra supplement of water and basic experimentation. Oh yeah, I have experimented trying to use this. Probably the other variety that's done better in years past. I'm going to put them on a dripper instead of a sprayer area because that's definitely leaf scorch from sprayers. But this is the campestre, or the field maple. Again, not readily available here in Las Vegas area. I actually had to order that in from another location. But that one's seen better days. But I tried like say 4 or 5 of them. This is probably the only one that really took from getting them bare root. Yeah, so as far as like bonsai go, I am experimenting with different desert adapted trees. This is a type of mesquite. My guess is Prosopis alba. One characteristic of mesquites are nice little modified stipules. You know, you can call them thorns, you can call them spines, whatever you want to call them, but yeah, they will hurt you. But then there are different varieties of mesquites that have been bred to be not thornless. Even though when they give off fruit, then you plant that seed, you have a problem of them getting more thorns or bigger thorns than that. Oh, I've seen some thorns like about that big on some mesquites. Insane. But yeah, I try and do, you know, experiment with different bonsai specimens, mesquite. I'm just letting this one kind of like grow out, get something better. He's actually from a seed. And then this one I actually dug up. But yeah, there's so many different options that we can use. I have red push pistache growing like that as a, you know, pre-bonsai. And I have like some Chinese pistache also. That, you know, just experiment with what I can grow here, which actually thrives. We'll probably just put this into another video. This is little acacias, or whatever the new name that they gave it to us, because this is actually native to northern Arizona, Acacia smalley. Yeah, very cool. I will eventually get in there and show you people like what I have going on in here, but it's a lot and it's too hot out here. See ya. We're just doing a slight little tour of everything. I do bonsai also. Cute little pine. I am probably assuming this one is probably Italian stone pine, more than likely. They sold it to me as a Douglas fir, but I'm like, that's not a Douglas fir. But and got this really cool juniper one. Another Italian stone pine. Was given this one was given to me, but then I've just wired it up, kind of like keeping it pruned, keeping it in buckets. You'll notice that I use drip systems here. This is a 1 gallon per hour dripper Pretty much watering a couple times a day just to make sure everything is kept all nice and moist, because I have pots and smaller pots, pots and smaller pots. I have plants in smaller pots, etc. Different bonsai and stuff. Cottonwood cutting. Yes, that is just one big huge 3.5 foot tall cutting that I took, and a couple other ones. The actual real tree that I got it from, it's actually died, got some disease, plus it was not getting this plenty of water like how it should. Here, let me pull this one out for a second. Yeah, I want to get a better shot of this. All right, so this is my cute little dwarf pomegranate. Pomegranates love it here. They love the heat, just as long as you give them plenty of water, plenty of fertilizer. This one is flowering right now. I have it on a drip system. Trick is to kind of secure it, because cats, other animals get in there and they will knock the drippers off. But that's kind of like the best thing. Then I supplement it with my own watering, but when I go on vacation or out of town in the summertime, it's kind of difficult to just get someone to be the one to sit here and water. Yeah, which, speaking of drippers getting tipped over, gonna have to give him some supplement of water. Just because wind, yes, we get wind here, and it's like a big huge dryer, or blow dryer. Not Chinese elm, Siberian elm. Just harvested that one a few years ago. They're tossing a bunch of them out. Chinese elm cluster. These are all seedlings all planted together, or seeds planted together. It's like, oh, okay. I just figured, might as well. Let's go to another part here. I'm getting long-winded.